Run, rock the rhyme. All right. Yes and is a core principle of improv comedy. It means that anything that someone says to you or offers to you in a scene, you should respond in the positive and to build upon it. And I believe that this is a great way to conquer an affliction that all of us programmers have in our brains. Many of us are dominated by our evil Spock brains. If there's something wrong in front of us, then we will focus on that and tell someone how wrong it is, instead of being a little goofy and saying, hey, I see what's wrong with this, but hey, there's some great things here too. So Tina Fey, star of the screen, writer for the stars, etc., in her book says that everyone should apply this principle of yes and from improv into their whole life, whether it's with your husband, your wife, your teammates, your community, whatever. So like I said, we have this problem amongst programmers: drama, negativity, things getting off on the wrong foot, and then focusing on all the negative instead of trying to build something awesome. So if we can use yes and to route around that stuff. So we're using yes and to say, oh, okay, I hear what you're saying, and your geek brain is saying, oh, there's a problem with this, and you say, yes, I think we should do that, and here's a way we can build what you're saying without hitting the problem that you're talking about. Because what we're trying to do here is make progress, build a bridge together. There's some idea that might be good or might have a small problem or a big problem, and we just need to make progress, get together, and make something cool. Now, there's, you can say yes and it doesn't mean you have to sugarcoat things. The designers of the SR-71, a flying camera, they had this absurd requirement and built something really awesome, but the space shuttle has wings and all this weird stuff, so these guys just said yes. You don't necessarily have to use yes and as a sugarcoating thing. It's just a way to make progress and get together in a positive way. What we want to do is build progress with tiger hugs instead of being negative and fighting each other. So one of the other core principles that I think we can use in the development community in improv is happy, healthy, sexy. You walk into a scene, no matter what kind of character that you take on yourself or is given to you, you want to be as happy, healthy, sexy in that character as possible. So you want to be out there, you want to be, I am happy in this place, I feel healthy, I exude goodness, and I'm sexy. So it's just like Richard Feynman, you know, he's a fun dude, he's very brilliant, he tells people things in a very entertaining and constructive way, but he's not a boring scientist. He plays the bongos, he breaks into people's drawers on the Manhattan Project. He's not necessarily using this happy, healthy, sexy, again, as a sugarcoating thing. You can use happy, healthy, you can be happy, healthy, sexy in a nominally miserable character. Will Ferrell here is doing Harry Carey, and this is not a good look for Will Ferrell, but he's totally in this character exuding happiness, and everyone around him is loving it, is delighted. The rapping grandma from The Wedding Singer. We don't care that she's like 90,000 years old and she could keel over and die. What we are delighted and happy about and excited about is that she's doing Rapper's Delight at a wedding, and that's pretty cool. Again, not a good look for Mike Myers, and sexy doesn't have to mean sexual, it just has to mean like a swagger, a confidence. So when we're talking to each other in our communities, don't come off as miserable, be happy, be a focus of good energy instead of negative, grumpy energy. So, I'm saying we have these two principles we should borrow from improv, and we should all do improv. There's classes everywhere. Usually there's like a free first class in many places. You learn improv. It's a great way to figure out how to better interact with humans, how to work with various kinds of people, how to get started talking about something, how to say yes and to everything that comes out of someone's mouth, no matter how awkward or awful it might be. Another wonderful thing about improv is that there's no bug fixes or maintenance. No one comes up to you and says, hey, that scene you did 2 weeks ago, I didn't really understand that character's motivation. Could you go back and change it? You just say things and they either work or they don't, and you move on. So, your takeaways. Number one, respond in the positive to what people say. They say, we need to solve this problem, or I want to go to this place. You say yes, and whatever you need to say. Then you let your rational nerd brain take over, and after you've established positiveness. And delight everybody, no matter where you are, at home, at work, in your community, etc., with your teammates. Be a happy person. Be someone that makes the room happier, more fun to be in.